Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Friday, February 5th, 2016. I'm Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Now for the news in detail. As the celebration of History and Heritage Month continues, the Nevis Historical and Conservation Society and the History and Heritage Committee is inviting the public to share in the events on Nevis. The observance officially commenced on February 1st with Premier the Honourable Vance Amory delivering an address to mark the observance.
Heritage is the root of a people's history and the bedrock of their future. It should be seen as precious and appreciated as a fountain of inspiration. Our heritage should be protected as a pillar of the past and an enhancement to the future. Without a heritage, people are rootless and drift through life without knowing or understanding where they came from or where they are going. Preserving our heritage, therefore, helps us to generate civic pride and foster a sense of empowerment and a national identity.
The next activity on the calendar is a worship service for this Sunday, February 7th at 10 a.m. at the Eden Brown Church of God. Governor General His Excellency Tapley Seaton will deliver a lecture on the theme, Strengthening Our Commitment to Preserving Our Heritage, Our Arts, Archives and Marine Environment at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, February 9th at the St. Paul's Anglican Church Hall. A jumbo sale is slated for 9 a.m. to noon on February 13th at the Hamilton Museum grounds. The History and Heritage Month quiz will take place during Vaughan Radio's Morning Inspiration program during the week of February 15th to 19th, while the History and Heritage Committee will be the guests on Choice Radio's Good Old Days on February 20th. A February 22nd to 25th History and Heritage Hunt has been organized for students of grades 3 to 6 and secondary school students. February 26th will see this year's hosting of Nevis Culture Yard at the Hamilton Museum grounds from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. History and Heritage Month will culminate on February 28th with an evening with the arts from 4 p.m. at NEPAC.
Allow me to congratulate and applaud the Nevis Historical and Conservation Society, along with the Brimstone Hill Fortress National Park Society and the St. Kitts National Trust for their collaboration in hosting this year's History and Heritage Month. For the past 10 years, you have remained vigilant in promoting and preserving our history and our heritage. Through your dedication and commitment, you have stimulated our self-awareness and fostered civic and national pride. As a government, we recognize the critical role that you play in our society and wish to express our gratitude to you for the yeoman's service you provide. May all of your hard work and efforts continue to yield bountifully, and may this year's celebration be crowned with success. Thank you, and have a wonderful celebration of History and Heritage Month.
Premier the Honourable Vance Amory. The Nevis Island Administration's Department of Community Development invites all community groups, clubs and associations who have not re-registered for the past 2 years to visit the department to do so. The department also advises that registration is open for newly formed community organizations. There is a $25 registration fee for all groups, and a certificate of registration will be issued for a period of 2 years to all groups. Registration forms are available at the Department of Community Development on the second floor of the Stanley Henville Building on Main Street, Charlestown. The deadline for registration is March 12, 2016. For further information, contact the Department of Community Development at 469-1768 or 469-5521, extension 2188 or 2185. Hands Across the Sea continues to make its contribution to the education of children on Nevis. Here is more in this report.
The Charlestown Primary School was the recipient of a donation of books from Hands Across the Sea in collaboration with the Four Seasons Homeowners Association. Hands Across the Sea is a non-profit charitable organization dedicated to raising the literacy level of Caribbean children. Co-founder of Hands Across the Sea is Harriet Linsky.
Hands Across the Sea over the last several years has served 36 schools and reading programs and libraries in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. We've shipped over 25,500 books, new books to those schools, and our goal is to rejuvenate and create sustainable libraries with brand new books with the idea of getting kids hooked on reading. If you can get kids hooked on reading, you hope that they'll become lifelong readers and do that much better in school. And we can't do what we do without our donors. And in this particular case here on Nevis, we're very grateful to the Four Seasons Homeowners Foundation as well as the Christmas Valley Foundation. Their funding has allowed us to purchase all these brand new books and provide coaching and teamwork and partnership with the school principals, with Blonda Brown, and with the Department of Education here to figure out how best to rearrange the libraries, how to develop and disseminate best practices across all these school libraries.
Chairman of the Four Seasons Homeowners Association, Tanya Lowe, along with board member Linda Bonnyman and Linsky, presented the books to Education Officer Ermelita Elliott.
Indeed, it is our pleasure this morning to be receiving more books from you. Believe you me, our children will benefit greatly, and I am certain that our librarians here at the Charlestown Primary School are quite pleased to be receiving this collection of new books.
Elliott, in turn, handed over the books to Principal of the Charlestown Primary School, Latoya Jeffers, who expressed her thanks to the Four Seasons Homeowners Association and Hands Across the Sea.
Harriet and Tom of Hands Across the Sea have been very instrumental in ensuring that our dream of an attractive and inviting library is realized. Thank you again very much, and we do look forward to a continued partnership with you all. Thanks much.
Coordinator of School Libraries, Londa Brown, also thanked the Four Seasons Homeowners Association for its timely donation.
Hands Across the Sea has had a special relationship with school libraries in Nevis. They have been the cause of some of the newer books in our school libraries, and over the years they have contributed tremendously to the development of the school libraries across Nevis, and we want to say thank you very much. Here at Charlestown Primary School, we have witnessed a transformation in the space, a transformation in the resources that are available to the teachers and to the students, and we owe that to Hands Across the Sea.
The handing over ceremony, which was chaired by teacher librarian Yolanda Weeks Batson, was twinned with the reopening of the school's library. Delivering the invocation was teacher Cheryl Haynes. Also present was Education Officer with responsibility for artistic development, Cynthia Grenion. Reporting for the Nevis Newscast, I'm Fredicia Liburd.
Thanks, Fredicia. Still to come.
We are trying to get the adults out there into studying more, to get them equipped with skills that they can start their own business.
We'll have the details after this break.
Welcome to Nevis.
It's easy to believe that all Caribbean islands are the same until you visit Nevis.
Nevis is the Caribbean of a bygone era.
You will enjoy a most intimate vacation on Nevis. You're only a stranger here once.
We offer exclusive and barefoot luxury stays.
With only 400 hotel rooms, our island may be exclusive,
but a warm, genuine and friendly welcome is just everywhere.
We look forward to meeting you.
Visit nevisisland.com.
Welcome back.
We are trying to get the adults out there into studying more, to get them equipped with skills that they can start their own business. You don't have to depend on somebody to employ you. After you would have equipped yourself with these skills, you can go out and have your own little business going.
Adina Taylor is the coordinator of adult and continuing education at the Department of Education. According to Taylor, her unit is presently offering persons an opportunity to acquire skills in electrical and electronic technology, motor mechanics, and sewing.
We have motor mechanics. Well, the electricity class is filled, but the motor mechanics, you have some room. So if persons out there would like to learn about the motor mechanics, they can come in. The electricity and the motor mechanics, they are at the Multipurpose Center in Charlestown. The motor mechanics Mondays and Wednesdays from 5 o'clock, and the electricity on Wednesdays from 4:30.
Sewing classes for residents of the St. James Parish will commence later this month, Taylor says. She is inviting persons in that community to contact the Department of Education to register.
Those persons who are interested in sewing in the St. James area, we are going to start the class in February, so you can get just signed up and get ready to do the classes. Right now we are working on getting the teacher there, but the person for the center has already told me that she has the machines and everything ready, so I am assisting her in getting a teacher there. So we will be starting very soon, so please keep in touch with us if you are interested and sign up to start the sewing classes in the St. James area.
Taylor reminds that the Adult and Continuing Education Unit also offers academic courses.
You have mathematics, you have EDPM, you have social studies, you also have clothing and textiles, and you can just ask us, get in contact with us at the Department of Higher Education, and we'll be willing to assist you in whatever way that we can.
For more information or to register, contact the Department of Education at 469-5521 extension 2061. A national season of prayer, fasting, and repentance will be launched on Sunday under the theme Righteousness Exalteth a Nation. The St. Kitts Christian Council and Evangelical Association have organized the period of prayer, fasting, and repentance for February 7th to March 19th. In his New Year's Day address, Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Timothy Harris said it was his intention to consult with religious leaders through the Minister of Ecclesiastical Affairs, the Honorable Vance Amory, to convene a week of prayer early in this new year, adding that he is mindful that we need God's guidance and protection as we embark on this new year, and that holding fast to our spiritual and moral values is an imperative for taking us forward and upward. Archdeacon Emeritus of the St. George's Anglican Church and Vice Chairman of the St. Kitts Christian Council says that the Church has a crucial role to play in forming the consciences of people to live righteously with each other. The National Season of Prayer, Fasting and Repentance will launch with a prayer rally on Sunday, February 7th at 5 p.m. at Warner Park. February 15th will be National Day of Repentance, which will include several events, namely General Assembly in schools starting at 8:30 a.m., prayer in churches throughout the day, prayer services in the media, and ending with a national service of repentance at 7 p.m. at the Zion Moravian Church. Other community worship, praise, prayer, thanksgiving, and Lenten midday services under the theme Love Your Neighbor as Yourself are also planned. To culminate the national season of prayer, fasting, and repentance, there will be prayer ministry to essential services and institutions such as the Parliament and Cabinet, the Fire and Rescue Services, teachers, police, nurses, and the business community from March 14th to 18th. On Sunday, March 20th, there will be a Palm Sunday March of Witness at 8 a.m. at the Circus Bastille. And that brings us to the end of tonight's presentation of the Nevis Newscast. Thank you for viewing. I'm Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Good night.